Jachach mi a bhalai, Jenny Mochail min Jachach Yunkin Roy Yorsama, Jenny Mochail min Jachach a mi ferna hatch, Hook me gasta for a year to hear a shot of the Then Hoshi Kuri got a shram a bit of an hand. Hook me done a pale us a point to do me wish a crush and Hoshi here to grow and I'm stuck in here again.
Giadol.
Chanil cael a sŵr.
Ne toerist a hang.
Se.
En je sasnach a hang.
Chanye sasan nog a awn litr. Se Alba nog a awn.
Nawn a do neid yn y hawe.
Chanawn a do neid yn y hawe eitr.
Sauna glascho hamisha.
Lesan siach diag. Je hadol. Last week we worked on she. She Alabanach aha inja. She is a Scot. She, remember, may be used for emphasis, and today we're going to look at sound, which works in a similar way to she. She is used with nouns and pronouns. She dochter aha anam. I'm a doctor. In all other cases, you use sound. Sound a glascho aha misha. A Glasgow, a means from, a Glasgow, from Glasgow. Because the phrase begins with the preposition from, a Glasgow, you use sound. Can show. Sound a Glasgow, a ha misha. In the sketch, Katrina asked, a noun a donation a ha e. That's the question form. A noun a donation a ha e. Is he from Edinburgh? Literally, is it from Edinburgh that he is? Can show. A noun a donation a ha e. And the negative form is chanawn. Chanawn a donation a hae. He isn't from Edinburgh. Or, it is not from Edinburgh that he is. Can't show. Chanawn a donation a hae.
Jen Tanamaha Ost.
Katrina.
Goasa how.
Sawn a dwn veken a hami.
Carton row exia uren and royer.
Hanjeli sakam.
A maun an antai myra te vau and royer.
Ha nawn ansantai ek meirat a vami en roer.
A maun an se var of vau and royer.
Ha nawn ansavar a vami itcher.
A maun an santai of vau and royer.
Ha nawn ansantai a vami en roer.
A maun an se vu of vau.
A noun aun savu avau. Were you in the shop? Was it in the shop that you were? Can show. A noun ounce avu a vau. If you simply want to ask, were you in the shop, without emphasis, you just say, an ro-u ounce avu. But if you want to emphasize the phrase in the shop, that you were in the shop rather than anywhere else, you use an noun. An ro-u ounce avu, were you in the shop? For emphasis, you bring the ounce avu forward. You start with a noun, the question form of sound, is it? Then there's the phrase you want to emphasize, ounce a vu in the shop. Then a, that or which. Then vau, you were. Notice that after a, you use va rather than ro.
An an sa bhú a bhá an roiir.
A noun.
An an sa chafe a bhá.
Sound.
An an a copper a bhá.
A noun.
An an a gáil a bhíag a bhá.
A noun.
An an a gáil coffee a bhá.
Sound.
Cún you gácu an café?
A nearly second.
An a cóciúan gácu an café.
A noun.
An a glídeo I sia.
A noun.
An a sia uan.
Sound.
An sa chár a hannig cúgachi.
Sound.
An tú a an gár acat.
Sound.
Sé usa ar an seo.
There you saw a noun used with the adjective do. A noun do, a ha and car akat. Is it black that your car is, or is your car black? With the future tense, you use the form of the verb ending in us. A noun ag jeich uiren, a vis an bus a falav. Is it at 10 o'clock that the bus will be leaving? Does the bus leave at 10? Can show a noun ag jeich uiren, a vis an bus a falav. You saw Simon earlier hitchhiking. Let's see how he's getting on. We'll give you some ways of asking and giving directions. Ráth is a road, ráth. Hirik is go, so hirik, shias and ráth sho is go down this road. Bala is the town or village. And the important question is, anye sho and ráth go. Is this the road to? Anye sho and ráth go Portree. Is this the road to Portree? Can sho. Anye sho and ráth go Portree.
Ha mi túlich?
Check out.
An je seo an rád go per strí.
She. Hirik shees and rod show.
Diolch a fat sa ha.
Go posh 3.
Seo, diolch a fat sa ha go per strí.
Je chofat sahai go Portree. How far is it to Portree? You've met fat before as fatta, long or far. So, je chofat sahai is how far is it to? Can show. Je chofat sahai go Portree.
Diolch a fat sa ha go per strí.
Hi, ma vile go posh 3.
Míle.
Show. Hirik shees and rod show ma vile.
Mu is about. Mile, a mile. So, mu vila. You hear the aspiration. Is about a mile. You remember right and wrong, kjærst and kjar. When you're giving directions, these mean right and left. Do lav kjar, your left hand. Do lav kjærst, your right hand. You'll also find the words for first and second useful. First is a hiet and second is an darna. So the first road would be a hiet ráth and the second road an darna ráth. The first road on the right is a hiet ráth guto lav kjærst. Can show. A hiet ráth guto lav kjærst. And now the second road to your left. And darna ráth guto lav kjær. Can show. And darna ráth guto lav Jaar.
An naam dan voor stof is je houdt tof.
Saum. Ach an je lisacum kaartje wille.
Eentje mis je goed.
Kaartje wil een bust office.
An bustaffish. Hirig sias an rád seo. Hirig sias a chiad rád go do laf chearst, agus an nóir sin hirig sias an darna rád go do laf chear. A bhfuil ó gam a thuig sin.
Ha mi smúnechu go wil.
Hirig sias an rád seo. Hirig sias a chiad rád go do laf chearst, agus an nóir sin hirig sias an darna rád go do laf chear. Ha an bustaffish an sin.
Tach believe.
A bhfuil sin ceart go leor.
Ha, ach, ha mi dolt an dai ooste kutjoch. Ach an je lisacum kaartje wille.
Hirig sias an rád seo. An nóir sin hirig sias an darna rád go do laf chear. Ha ritúb na bú.
Ha mi tulich. Kan shit a riest.
Seol. Hirig sias an rád seo. Hirig sias an darna rád go do laf chear. Ha an sin ritúb na bú.
Kjas go leor. An an hies ek a chlatach a hae.
Saun hias ag a chlatach a hae. Hias ag a chlatach down at the shore. Can seo. Hias ag a chlatach. Saun hias ag a chlatach a hae.
An banke. Kaartje wille.
Shin and banka. Howl and shin. Howl and shin over there in the sense of position, of being over there, not of going over there. Howl and shin.
Oh, haul an sin. Ha mi tulich. Agus, kaartje wil een café.
Han cafe howl and shin kutjoch. Fash a vanka.
Oh, sjou. Fask a vanke.
Fashk a vanka. Near the bank. Can seo. Fashk a vanka. Kuasa how?
Saun a Glasgow a ha mi.
Kun je how nik you and show?
In J. Seventy. She aartje bria ha sjo.
She good jaraf. Arche bria. Arche bria, a beautiful place. Arche bria. Nach an lama. Nach aun a ha an laha ma. Isn't it a nice day? Can sho. Nach aun a ha an laha ma. Nach aun a ha an laha ma.
Saun gujarav. Well, feme mi falav. Tach believe. Fisker ma.
Kolesha hasho. Kolesha hasho. Whose is this? Furig minute. Trot an sho. An an lertse a hasho.
J.
An an lertse a hasho. An an lertse a hasho. Is this yours? Another use of a noun. Lertse, yours. Can sho. A noun lertse a ha sho. A noun lertse a ha sho.
Saun lumsa hae. Tach believe.
Sound lumse a ha. It's mine. The phrase in the book is sound lumse a ha an yoar shin. That book is mine. Today's language sequences come from Skye.
Hallo.
Hallo, nach anaal na h-Alba.
San, cytteraf.
Yn anton tai ostawdol.
Chanawn, ham i dolton ffwstoffisch, chan i lysach ymgad i fele hai y gulram.
Herig sias yn rad sin. Herig gydolaf hiast hawlan sin. Agus herig gydolaf hiar ec y fw.
Gymolaf hiastan sin, agus gymolaf hiar ac i fw.
Ha sin ciast. Hai hias an sin ec y chlatach.
Glema, taplat.
Now we go to the Isle of Lewis to look at cooperatives.
Peat cutting, a traditional operation which, like most things connected with crofting, depends on a highly developed sense of cooperation on the part of the community. Now this informal tradition of cooperation is being developed on a much more formal basis. The people of Ness in the north of Lewis gathered over £15,000 from within the community to set Nach going. And the Highlands and Islands Development Board matched that capital pound for pound. The day of the community cooperative has dawned in the Western Isles. Manager James MacLeod now sits in command of a commercial operation which has its roots in a community initiative that began 3 years ago. He now drives around the scattered Ness district, nursing along several individual projects, ranging from a horticultural nursery to perhaps a hairdresser's shop.
Rana lama.
Lama garide.
Nur kun je sorgt na pali hier. De gurne snepen aki.
Sorry hasten you ja chashor son hin.
Gleva.
Je peux chashor.
Ashingi kwan chashor lar kun.
Al gat na onze gachar.
Gleva hemish moran tank. Schon laten ra.
It's only natural that any attempt at community self-help in a crofting area should begin with that basic element, land. So one of Nish's first decisions was to establish a pool of agricultural machinery. The cooperative has already converted an old disused school garden into a horticultural nursery. Apart from supplying the community with fresh vegetables, a welcome change from the wilted greens that made the long voyage from mainland suppliers, it also supplies crofters with seeds and plants and encourages them to grow their own. The homebred variety has also an added advantage. It's already thoroughly acclimatized to the local environment. The cooperative has also moved in to help supply crofters with fertilizers and animal feedstuffs at reasonable prices, using bulk buying tactics to offset high freight rates. And from these beginnings, based on the traditional crofting agriculture of Ness, Nach hopes to expand into a variety of projects that can help to fill gaps in community services and at the same time prove to be profitable ventures. It's early days, of course, but so far Ness's exercise in community self-help has been successful, and a number of other communities in the islands are following the example. It seems the traditional spirit of cooperation is by no means dead.
Anisha na bonajan, parsht Seach Gaelic. 3 phrases to look out for. J Shorsha Bacca a ha aun. What kind of bag is it? J Shorsha Bacca a ha aun. Meaning on him, and viag, it would be, viag, na bonnet. Jyn dwy'r hai.
Hanny lech lir drwy sia. Hallo Sirash, how ski?
Léir an dwy sia. A wel ni mi coffi.
Na chanawn ha fatin vria.
Wil u gyrru dat leisio coffi? Sandwich?
Coffee acum. Be a mar of vada. Ha a mount na law maun.
Smashing. Ska vi aka 3 bryn ryttunir y fata?
Check out.
Chanil Carl, iawn.
Anya dol the hound. Dol eis Katrina.
Dol, Katrina, Bonnegen, Bakkichen.
Van jocher dol. Be a kerst we are in Jew.
Iawn. Ha mi gyrru ffogl na bw. Ha mi gyrru upir ac yn thayan sio.
And show.
Stayan sio.
Shall the nuid. Fi mi fall.
Hig is dai all. Hig is dai. Nach am alma halama. Agus gymar a hawn ju.
Chanel me gyma idjyd. Fan joch ar am yr oedd, nach ro?
Charo donne.
Siwyd ma ha. Cwch by coffi dw, be siwch gyr.
Ar y gobeth?
Charo. Chanwr yn hon, ju.
Wel, eisiau mi gwyd. Ha, is acym sy ydynnu agus bi e gafel na joch. Smudge fôr a hwlyd y hynny. Se titsi ar y hawn. Se amad an y hawn gwjoch.
Titjar, Yn an dw ham falt eich.
Wel, is acyd cwami ar a?
Ha, is ac am ed.
Wel, ma ha. Bi'n jocheth. Y hwlyd y hynny. Joch fôr. Agus awn syfating jysarne. Wel, is acyd Davis e Gianef?
Yn an y gol coffi dw hyfys esam cwtioch.
Ga nawn. Ach bi e cosioch mile. Hiw e gleir hic. Hi is et je glatoch. Nios toch hawl et je wein. Y cosioch.
Ha, is ac am. Chwnig mi hene.
Big sy'n mag uit sy'n rast a ham is meunich. Hala sias chan y chlatich i gael. Agus fwydich am gwfesger. Nio, hedd ik suas don wein.
Y siach, y hoch, y nwy, agus y jich. Sy'n iad. Ik ystaiach y triana. Ba mi smynach y grodol o glasgondiw.
Ha mi falafydd y fys y glywyd yn je wyd. Son y gyri mo fac a ha mi, gag mi yn siawe yn je.
Ha bagach yn gylior yn sio. Je sio sy bag a hawn. Yn awn dw a hai.
Gan awn, bac a big rwag. Siawe, a yn sio.
O, glefa.
Wel, Eli, fe mi falaf.
Cyrson a haw falafach a triana. Ha dol gadiri yn sio.
Wel, fe mi falaf yn eisiau. Gwyddi mi wgyd postcard a glas a chw.
Mae'r sy'n lecht a triana.
Jack ar Katrina. Wel, charo mi maedd o'n obydd co yw. Cha betyl o mitio dde fw. Ach, cyrson glas chw. Ha mi gyr i dolt yn fel y fôr. Bi e ma. Agus ha obydd gylior am yn glas a chw.
Hoi, ha mi smynioch o gyro usa am yn glas ach yw.
Ha sy'n cert gylior, ha mi a falaf.
In today's program, we looked at sound, the question form of it, a noun, and the negative or no form, cha noun. Sound, a noun, and cha noun are used for emphasis. They are used in the same way as she. The only difference is that she is used only before nouns. Sheem, for example, or dochter. She sheem a rein shin. She dochter a ha aun a mairat, and sound is used before phrases beginning with a preposition, such as a dunvegan, from Dunvegan. Auns a vu in the shop, ek shia uren at 6 o'clock. It is used before verbal nouns such as a gael, taking, a gall, drinking, and before adjectives such as tu, black.
Jane Tanamaha Ost.
Katrina.
Kwasa how.
Saun at dun weekend a hami.
Karchen row ek shia uren en royer.
Hanjeli sakum.
A maun an tai meira te wou en royer.
Gaan naun aan zijn tijd ik mij dat waarmee een bruid.
A maun an se var wou en royer.
Gaan naun aan zijn waar waarmee ietsje.
A maun an zijn tai wou en royer.
Gaan naun aan zijn tijd waarmee een bruid.
A maun an se vu wou.
A noun, aun savu a vow. Were you in the shop? Was it in the shop that you were? Can't show. A noun, ounce a vu, a vow. If you simply want to ask, were you in the shop, without emphasis, you just say, an ro-u ounce a vu. But if you want to emphasize the phrase in the shop, that you were in the shop rather than anywhere else, you use an noun. An ro-u ounce a vu, were you in the shop? For emphasis, you bring the ounce a vu forward. You start with a noun, the question form of sound, is it? Then there's the phrase you want to emphasize, ounce a vu in the shop. Then a, that or which. Then vau, you were. Notice that after a, you use va rather than ro.
A maun an se vu wou en royer.
Gaan naun.
A maun an se café wou.
Saun.
Nan a kopper wou.
Gaan naun.
En dan een kalt vier wou.
Gaan naun.
En dan een kol koffie wou.
Saun.
Kun je gaku een koffie?
Gaan jullie zakken.
Dan een kol kuren gaku een koffie.
Gaan naun.
Dan een klijo shia.
Gaan naun.
Dan een shia uren.
Saun.
Dan een sagar a hani kugachi.
Saun.
Dan toe han garaket.
Saun.
She usse een show.
We also looked at ways in which you can ask for directions in Gaelic if you're holidaying in the Highlands.
Hamid tulich.
Tja, keer.
En je show een raad kopper strie.
She. Het ik schies een raadsje.
Je gevat ze haar.
Kopper strie.
Show. Je gevat ze haar kopper strie.
Je chofat sahai gupostri. How far is it to Portree? You've met fat before as fatta, long or far. So, je chofat sahai is how far is it to? Cancho. Je chofat sahai gupostri.
Je gevat ze haar kopper strie.
Hai, maar wiele kopper strie.
Miele.
Zo, het ik schies een raadsje maar wiele.
Mu is about. Miele, a mile. So, mu vila, you hear the aspiration, is about a mile. You remember right and wrong, ceart and cear. When you're giving directions, these mean right and left. Do láv cear, your left hand. Do láv ceart, your right hand. You'll also find the words for first and second useful. First is a hiet and second is an darna. So the first road would be a hiet rad and the second road an darna rad. The first road on the right is a hiet rad guto láv ceart. Can show a hiet rad guto láv ceart. And now the second road to your left. An darna rad guto láv cear. Can show an darna rad guto láv cear.
Cartje wil een post office.
An post office. Hirig sias an rád seo. Hirig sias a hiad rád go do láv cheart, agus an nóir sin hirig sias an darna rád go do láv chear. A bhfuil ó am a thuig sin?
Ha mi smúneach go bhfuil.
Hirig sias an rád seo. Hirig sias a hiad rád go do láv cheart. Agus an nóir sin hirig sias an darna rád go do láv chear. Ha an post office an sin.
Tach believe.
A bhfuil sin ceart go leor.
Ha, ach, ha mi dalt an dai aus de cúteach. Ach, han je lisacum cartje ville.
Hirig sias an rád seo. An nóir sin hirig sias an darna rád go do láv chear. Ha ritúb na bú.
Ceart go leor. An an hias ag a chlatach a hae.
Saun hias ag a chlatach a hae. Hias ag a chlatach, down at the shore. You've met shears in sui shears, sit down. You use shears without aspiration when there's movement involved, as in sui shears. Here it's a question of location, down at the shore. Hias ag a chlatach, so you use hias. Can show. Hias ag a chlatach. And finally, we had two common expressions. Nach an aun aha an la ma, isn't it a nice day? And an aun lechtse aha sho, is this yours? Hamisha falav anisha. He mishiv an an shach la.